Hold on. Ed hates psychiatrists. I'm sure Claire does too.
No, yeah, for sure. When they find out.
Ed already knows and seems okay with it. As for her, time will tell. Give me a second. I need to think.
Yeah, sure. Take your time, sweetie. I'm in no hurry. Although I did order some dinner, and it should be here any minute now.
What do you know about Ed's first Vertigo episode?
Not much, really. He was 8 or 9. He was in bed for several weeks.
Do you know what triggered it?
His father. He, committed suicide.
Oh, I wouldn't have thought. How?
He jumped from a bridge.
And you didn't think to tell me this before?
Well, no. It just slipped my mind.
Ed is following in his father's footsteps. And his mother?
I think she died in a car accident.
Robert.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
How did you meet Ed?
Through a mutual friend, one of his college professors. She gave me his manuscript. I loved it, and we met up. The novel was a diamond in the rough, but it needed a lot of editing. Lucky for him, he was talking to the best editor in Los Angeles. It was a few months' worth of work. He would come over, we'd read, talk, drink.
You and Ed, were you pretty close?
Yeah, kind of. He became a good friend of mine until Vera...
Robert?
Yeah, no. Sorry.
Are you all right?
Yeah. No, I don't know. Yesterday... No. The day before yesterday was the anniversary of Veronica's death. I completely forgot about it. It's been 8 years, and that's never happened to me before.
You shouldn't feel guilty.
No, yeah, it's fine. It's just weird. It's like I remember. You said this would happen, didn't you? In our last session.
Possibly.
Oh, dinner's here. I'll be right back. Ah, takeout. A bachelor's best friend. Hey, how's Lou?
I need time.
Oh my, a visit this late, Doctor?
Oh, come on. I eat too.
Yeah, right. Of course. I'll leave you to it, sweetie.
Bon appétit.
Talk soon, yeah? Bon appetit.
Mrs. Lomas, your dinner's going to get cold.
Let's go.
You should have told me first.
Adam. I wanted to tell you as soon as I saw you. It didn't seem right to tell you on the walkie-talkie.
I should have heard it from you, not by accident.
Kid.
We have to find my aunt.
We'll find your aunt and the son of a bitch that killed your uncle.
She's alive, right?
She's alive. Harley is getting ready for the biggest search party you've ever seen, Adam. We've already got over 100 volunteers coming. We'll find her. All right? Let's go.
Sure you don't want me to go down there?
I've done this before. Just pay attention. Give me more or less slack when I tell you to, okay?
You think there's a connection, don't you? Between my uncle and Ed Miller.
According to the forensics, your uncle died
Was murdered.
a little over a week ago. That same day, or maybe the following, he was going to go fishing with Miller. We are talking pretty much the same day that Miller's car went over that cliff. And the jackass says he was riding with a girl and a baby that no one's ever heard of.
But firemen went down and didn't find anything.
We don't put out fires, and they don't find things. All right, go for it. I'm on the ground. I'm on clipping, all right?
Roger that, boss. I skipped the monthly dinner, Nick. No reason. I just didn't feel like it. I don't know why. Just didn't, you know. I just stayed home, watched some stupid show with Marcello. Maybe if I had gone...
How could you have known? You missed a family dinner. That's it. The real culprit is out there, and we're going to find him. Okay?
Sure we will.
I get why you feel that way. And I have no idea how one gets rid of that feeling. However much time goes by. All I know is that it's pointless. It's like a busted pipe. the more you force it.
Nick, are you getting poetic on me now?
If that doesn't make you smile, I don't know what will.
Asshole. Nick, you there? Just what I said in the car. I'm sorry.
Adam, are you getting poetic with me?
You asshole.
Son of a bitch. Adam, tell Harley to call forensics. We've got work for them.
John, I don't...
Do you even listen to me when I talk? Oh, God.
Next week.
Here we go again.
Next week.
There's no traffic now. You know how it gets? If we don't leave before sunrise, we don't get there until lunchtime. I mean, honestly.
Next week, we should leave at a reasonable time. The kids need their rest.
You're saying that as if I didn't care.
Not again, please.
I'm their father. Are you saying I don't care?
No one said that, John. No one.
Okay. You're not gonna win this fight. It's over. Why am I telling you this?
Are you feeling all right?
It's not just the money, is it? You shrinks are all addicted to other people's pain. You get off on it.
Tell me about your father, about his...
See, case in point.
Please.
Aunt Claire really loves you, huh? If she'd brought me all those books, I would have never left my room. What about the birthday cake she's making for you, huh? Come on. Let's see if you remember the ingredients we have to buy. Okay. I'll say one, and then you say one. Baking powder? Eggs?
No.
Flour?
Yes.
Butter.
Yes.
Molasses.
Yes.
Well, I've held up my side of the bargain. Somebody must be exhausted from all that listening. So, sandwich before going back home?
You know, you do know that what you told me is not how things really happened, right?
Addicts. That wasn't enough for you? You need a double dose of tragedy?
Look at the spiral, please.
You got me out of the hospital. You're a friend of Robert's. But you've just used up the last favor I owe you. So, next ones. Sandwich, car, road, bed. Got it?
Got it. You're 9. Your parents woke you up in the middle of the night to go on a trip. You fell asleep in the car. Your sister is next to you. You hear your parents, and gradually you wake up.
No.
You have several plastic figurines. Can you describe them to me?
They are from... Please, no.
Wake up, Eddie.
No.
Wake up.
No.
Wake up.
No.
Wake up.
damn it.
I can't do this anymore, John. I can't.
Do you even listen to me when I talk?
Next week.
What did you promise me,
Next week.
For richer, for poorer, in sickness, and in health. Until death fucking do us part! God damn it!
Next week, I'm taking the kids, and I'm leaving. The sooner you get
To
it
be
in
with
your
him.
head.
Am I right?
Not again, please.
With Ginny's father. You seriously think I didn't know about that? That I don't know who he is?
There's nobody, John. Nobody.
You're not gonna tear this family apart. I'll tear it apart first.
When was Jenny born?
Mom says she'll be 100 days old next week. Wow, that's a lot, huh?
Do you go from San Francisco to Cerro Lake every weekend?
Mainly in the summertime. The house in San Francisco is really small. And Dad says his imagination doesn't fit inside, so it ends up jumping out the window.
Especially now that they've turned his office into Jenny's room, right? Before, you said your mother winked at you at that point, but actually, she only looked at you. Why?
She would do that sometimes.
Why did you forget the last look she gave you, Ed?
I don't know. It's not my fault. I didn't do anything.
Did you hurt your collarbone?
The doctor will say the seatbelt saved me, but it burnt my skin. Jenny's crying. Is she okay?
Yes, Eddie. She's okay. Before, you told me a blowout caused the accident.
Yep.
But you didn't hear anything, did you, Ed?
That's what Dad will tell the police. She's asleep, isn't she?
Yes, Eddie. She's asleep. Will your father keep drinking from that day until his last?
Aunt Claire won't let him.
Aunt Claire?
She'll come from San Bernardino to take care of us.
Do you still have that figurine?
I'll lose it. Huh? What happened?
Ed. I can't tell you yet.
Tick tock, Doctor.
He's in rehab. You can't go in there.
What did you do, Miller?
Sheriff Reyes.
That's me. What the hell did you do? Dr. Lomas?
That's me.
Oh, sorry. I should... I have to talk to Mr. Miller. Could you wait outside just a minute?
I'm sorry to inconvenience you, but... Mr. Miller is my patient. Whatever you need to tell him, it will be in front of me.
I understand your predicament, Doctor. But it's serious. I wouldn't be asking you if...
I understand your predicament as well, Sheriff. You barged into my patient's room without permission. What's so urgent? As you know, Mr. Miller is unable to walk. I don't think he'll run off while you're waiting.
I know this might seem irregular, but if I could just...
I don't care what it looks like. I'm not leaving this room.
Doctor.
Please.
Dr. Lomas. I'll take care of this. Please.
Thank you.
You don't like me, I don't like you. Let's get to the point.
Okay, Miller. 27 years ago, on Brody Canyon Bridge, your family...
No. No.
And now the exact same thing happens. And I'm supposed to believe it? So, how did it all happen?
Here we go again. I was sleeping. Faye woke me up. Jenny had a slight fever.
Jenny?
My daughter.
Jenny.
We got dressed to take her to the hospital. We got in the car, and that's it.
That's it.
I told you, I don't remember.
Amnesia. Comes in handy sometimes, doesn't it? I suppose you know they ran some tests when you got to the hospital.
Enlighten me. What did they find?
Alcohol.
Yeah, right.
Well, according to the truck driver who saved you, you reeked of booze.
I hate this stuff. Can't even stand the smell.
Even an 18-year-old Durrell Special Reserve? Antipsychotics.
I doubt that. Does Advil count?
Sedatives.
Do I look like someone who has trouble sleeping? I've been in bed for a week.
It takes a lot of guts to commit suicide. Or maybe it takes the opposite. If that truck driver hadn't showed up, would you have done it?
No, I was getting down from the railing when he knocked me on the ground.
Had you met him before?
The truck driver? What are you suggesting?
We searched the car. No sign of a certain Faye or a baby.
The police academy isn't what it used to be.
Convince me. I'm sure you have their pictures on your phone, right?
It was the first freaking thing I checked when I woke up. All deleted.
Sure. Describe her then. Height?
Average? 5'8".
Blonde, brunette?
Practically silver. Shoulder length. Straight.
Ethnicity?
Caucasian. Very fair skin.
Eye color?
Light green. You had me confused for a minute there, Sheriff. I thought, how is this guy who's been out to get me since forever the only one who seems to believe Faye exists? But I get it now. I stopped counting the amount of times you pulled me over for a breath test. Now you finally have an excuse. You want to lock me up for a damn DUI? And if you can also peg involuntary manslaughter on me, all hail the sheriff.
Involuntary manslaughter?
You're gonna have a hard time proving anything else.
We'll see about that. You are good friends with the Franklins, aren't you?
What? What have they got to do with any of this?
Do you and Samuel Franklin go fishing a lot?
Is that a crime?
Huh. You barely have any friends. Him, I'd say he had, what, none?
I don't know. A few years ago, I went for a walk in the woods. He was fishing. I spooked his fish. He ended up showing me the ropes. We go down to the river every once in a while now. Or he just stops by when he's bored. Just your average boy meets old guy story.
Do you have a gun permit?
I'm a writer. The pen is mightier than the sword and all that crap.
Then, what's that Glock 19 doing in your glove compartment, huh?
What are you talking about? Are you messing with the little sanity I have left?
How do you get along with Esther Franklin?
We were close when I was a kid, but that ended when I went to San Bernardino with Aunt Claire. When I came back about 9 years ago, we started to reconnect. She still cares about me, for some reason. All right. That's it. What's going on?
Mr. Franklin is missing. Samuel Franklin died from a bullet to the head. The same day, you almost killed yourself.
No. 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 No.
Looks like he wasn't lying about this. Too many people have touched it. And Miller's probably the only one who hasn't. What if I handed it to him? With some excuse. To look at something. Maybe a picture of this Faye. What did he say she looked like? No. If Miller has seen any detective movies, he'll know what I'm trying to do, especially being a writer. Too risky. He's right there, and it doesn't look like he's going anywhere. Miller.
What am I, Sheriff? A lunatic? A murderer?
Right now, you're just a suspect. We'll see what happens.
What about Esther? We have to find her.
A search party is all set for this afternoon. We'll find her.
And I can't even help. Fucking Vertigo.
There's something I want you to see. You could be a huge help. This was just sent to me. She was seen around the park. Is it Faye?
She was blonde and had green eyes, but no.
Zoom in. Look at the details. Maybe she was wearing a fake nose or something.
No. Sorry, but no. Hey, Sheriff. Find Esther.
By the way, we found your cap in the ravine.
What cap?
The one with the stars and stripes?
No. Please, stop. Thanks for what you did before. For confronting the sheriff.
You were my patient. That's part of my job.
I still am. Please help me. When the sheriff walked in, you said you had something to tell me, but that it wasn't the time. How about now? Don't hold your tongue.
I'm still missing a piece of the puzzle. Just one. Give me that piece and I'll tell you everything without the fear of hurting you anymore. Before your childhood accident, days, maybe weeks earlier, if that's what I think it is, something your father told you about your mother, or the other way around. Something that made you take sides.
I think I might have something for you. I think... Yeah. It was the weekend before the accident. I was completely obsessed with his sea shanty. Well, more than the actual shanty, I had a thing with this verse. I don't even know why.
What verse was it? What did it say?
Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Tomorrow you will get your pay, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is long and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Oh, the wind was foul and the sea ran high. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. She shifted green and on went by, and it's time for us.
I would play the same verse over and over.
Why that particular verse?
I don't know. Maybe because it was Saturday and I got my allowance on Sundays.
And it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is long and the winds don't blow.
Special Agent Miller, I have an extremely important mission for you.
Yes, sir, Colonel.
That's the spirit, Special Agent Miller. As you may well know, we're in the midst of a Cold War with our worst enemy.
The KGB.
Well said. You're such a darn genius, Miller. You'll make a fine major. That darn KGB. Several of their agents have placed 3 nuclear bombs in one of our top secret submarine bases.
I will defuse them myself, sir.
Nonsense. Only an agent with my experience and training can succeed under these circumstances.
But didn't you say you had a mission for me?
And I do, Special Agent Miller.
And that it was super important?
And it is, Special Agent Miller. How important do you think it is to protect the First Lady?
Extremely important, sir.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Did I say Major? Miller, you'll make a fine colonel. Nothing is more important than the First Lady.
And who are we protecting her from, sir?
That's what we need to find out. Precisely that. There's a double agent among us. A traitor. While I'm away on my mission at the top secret submarine base, and I deactivate 1, 2, even 3 bombs, you will become the First Lady's shadow. Follow her wherever she goes, but keep a low profile. Make sure to document any suspicious activity that might help us identify the traitor. And remember, it could be someone close to the First Lady.
Sir, yes, sir.
Good luck, future Colonel Miller. The country's in your hands.
Where's the other one?
It's okay, sweetie.
Lieutenant Flanagan, do you copy?
I do, sir, just like you ordered.
Do you have a visual of the presidential suite?
Loud and clear, sir.
Good. Let me know when she exits and heads towards the conference center. I can't risk her seeing me. Darn it, Flanagan. I told you to inform me if she left the presidential suite.
Oh, did she leave?
She's in the dining hall. Follow her and hide.
Claire, how are you? No, your brother just left to get groceries. Oh, she's just precious. Yes, she gets plenty of air. I'm making dinner now, but in about 15 minutes I'll take her outside and we'll go to the lookout by the lake. Yes, the lake that's by my house. How would that be dangerous? Don't worry, I won't let her get close to the railing. We'll just sit on a bench. Okay, I'll definitely tell him you called when he gets back.
There's still something missing. I have a feeling things are about to get dirty around here. Flanagan, I told you to search the presidential suite for microphones, didn't I?
And so I did, sir.
But there weren't any. Do me a favor. Schedule an appointment with the CIA eye doctor, will you?
Yes, sir. For who?
Just do it.
Jenny!
No!
My little sweet pea! Come on, sweetie. Time to wakey. Who wants to go see the lake views? Come on, don't be a little sleepyhead. Or your Aunt Claire will never let us hear the end of it. You'll see. It's such a beautiful day out there. And when we get back, you'll have your bottle. You like that,
Close
don't
call.
you?
sir has scheduled that appointment with the eye doctor.
Okay. Alright, good flanking. Yeah,
Always glad to help, sir.
not the sharpest tool in the shed. I swear, I don't know why certain people are even born. We intercepted the enemy's letters to the traitor a while ago, but not even our supercomputer can decipher baby language. Huh, just like I figured. It has decoded an enemy message. Clever spy Miller smells something. Proceed with plan with extreme caution. Lucky for us, this one wasn't written in the traitor's native tongue.
Are you following the First Lady, sir?
Not yet. I need my camo helmet first, but I can't find it.
Oh, I washed it for you, sir. I left it in the hangar. By the tanks and motorcycles.
Flawless design brought to you by our chief engineer, Captain Samuel Franklin. Although, why is there no jungle camouflage on my jungle camouflage helmet, Flanagan?
I removed it, sir. It was not aerodynamic, sir.
Another great fix by our chief engineer, Captain Samuel Franklin. Any updates on the First Lady's position, Flanagan?
She crossed the Yellow Flowers track.
And she's now in the lookout. No, wait!
Yes, sir?
The double agent is manipulating the First Lady. She's setting us up.
Sir?
She stole a microchip from my safe and is accusing me of leaving it for the KGB to find, and the First Lady's buying it. Now, if that's not suspicious activity.
Well, and that's all, I guess. Shall we?
Lieutenant Flanagan, we have a new mission. A KGB agent has infiltrated the presidential palace with a single goal: to drive a wedge between the president and the first lady, putting an end to a vital, long-standing alliance. But we won't let the KGB get away with it. We'll unmask the traitor and save our nation.
You weren't obsessed with an entire verse, were you? Only with one sentence. Leave her, Johnny. Leave her.
Maybe.
I know you found the missing figurine after all.
Mom will give it to me later. She'll be a bit angry.
Why don't you trust your sister, Jenny?
Because she takes up all of Mom's attention, and then she can't be with me or with Dad, and then Dad gets mad.
What did you think when the police officer arrived, Eddie?
That he was going to arrest someone for misbehaving. Yeah, or I don't know.
Why are you taking those pictures, Ed?
Because things just used to be better.
What did you think right there, Eddie?
That Jenny isn't bad. It's the police officer that's bad.
How did Jenny get a hold of that figurine?
Sometimes Dad sleeps in Mom and Dad's room in the morning or in the afternoon. And Mom comes and changes Jenny's diaper on my bed. So I go outside to play.
What? It can't be that bad. So, you are going to tell me now, right?
You've been repressing and twisting your own memories since... Your father was not the person you remember. At some point, when you were little, he became obsessed. He got lost. He started drinking.
But why did I do it? Jenny.
Plenty of older brothers feel jealous of their siblings. It's normal. It would have passed.
It was all my fault.
No, it wasn't.
The picture. If I hadn't...
The same thing would have happened. Sooner or later, your dad would have found out. And instead of an accident, it would have been a slap, or a beating, or a push, or a knife.
And what good does knowing do me?
You've been carrying that guilt for years, building a prison of fake memories just to hide it. From yourself, from everyone. And it's been gnawing at you. But you need to let it go. Not today. Oh, Ed, you're the most loyal person I've ever met.
Doctor? It's Sheriff Reyes. Doctor, sorry to bother you this late, but...
Don't worry. It's not a problem.
I sent you a few messages on the way, but...
Ah, it was you. Are you feeling all right, Sheriff?
It's late, I know. We were looking for Esther Franklin until just now.
Did you find anything?
There's still hope. I'm sorry about this morning. And you know I don't want to put your career on the line. But... we both want to get to the bottom of Ed Miller's story. Why don't we help each other? There's a really pretty lookout near here. We could discuss this. I'm telling you, it's bad news. The gun, the bottle, his connection to the Franklins, the whole implausible story about the... Like I was saying, there are too many signs, huh? I'm not saying he's guilty, it's just... It's hard to see it any other way. Don't you think, Doctor?
There's one just like it in my favorite movie.
I can't say I'm a movie buff myself, no.
It's amazing to think the tree was born here. That it died here. And that we've only been here about this much. I was born about here. You?
About the same.
What were you doing that day? Do you remember?
Sure. I woke up at 6:30, like I do every day. Turned on the radio while I shaved, and the second plane had just hit. I remember looking in the mirror, not recognizing myself, not my face, my hands, my bathroom. None of it.
I took care of people with similar symptoms during those weeks.
"2016. I became sheriff.
Congratulations.
I had no idea what I was getting myself into.
2016. All right. I didn't know what I was getting myself into, either.
Did you become sheriff too?
I fell in love.
Ah, damn. Of course.
Here, no, a year later, I was at a protest march. The police charged us. I fell.
L.A., right? Did they crush you?
3 knee operations. What were you doing at the time?
I don't know. Patrol during the day to make a buck. Study at night to be a sheriff. Sorry. I have to insist. I know Miller is hiding something. He's lying.
To lie, you have to be aware that you're lying.
Nice one. But Miller knows exactly what he's doing.
He only has trouble remembering certain things. Things that you do remember.
I don't understand.
Tell me about Maddie Miller, please.
Excuse me?
About your relationship with her. In the early 90s, you did a little more than just work and study to be sheriff.
I never told anybody.
Is it so painful after all this time?
Time doesn't heal a damn thing, you know?
There are things that only heal with a little air.
We were inseparable as kids. I spent more time at her house, the one you've been to, than my own. In high school, everyone thought we were dating. Then, she went to school in San Francisco. We'd meet up some weekends. Until one summer, she came back arm in arm with John Miller. We didn't see each other for years. It would have been 5 or 6 when we ran into each other and started meeting. A coffee, a walk, dinner, a motel. Later, pregnant with Jenny, she distanced herself from me. I thought the girl had helped her marriage, that she was happy. Fucking happiness. She's a beautiful girl.
Isn't she? Beautiful and a bottomless pit. You'd gobble your mommy right up, wouldn't you? Thanks for coming after all this time. How have you been?
I've really missed you.
I'm sorry. I didn't want Jenny to grow up in a broken home. Or Eddie.
I understood back then, and I still do. You owe it to your kids.
I felt guilty. John deserved a chance. I thought the baby... I was wrong.
Is he still drinking?
He's burying me alive.
What did he do? If he touched a single hair... Report him, and I'll make sure you get a restraining order.
I'm going to leave him. I'm gonna tell him next week.
It's your decision, but... be careful. He could get physical.
I have to tell him. I can't just take his son away from him without at least... Jenny is yours. Take her.
She's got something in her hand.
Oh, get it, will you? Gently. Oh, Eddie. He leaves stuff everywhere. See? She has your eyes.
And he... doesn't suspect anything?
Since the very beginning.
How do you know she's not...
John's? You've never tried to sleep with someone after you've downed a bottle of whiskey, have you?
Well...
What am I saying? You're ready for water after half a beer.
Come with me. The three of you.
Let's take it slowly.
I can't risk custody.
That was the last time I saw them alive.
Was it you who found them?
I wanted to kill that son of a bitch, but he took that away from me too.
Nick, no!
What went through your mind in that moment? Why did you move it away?
That's something I could only tell my psychiatrist.
Thanks.
Now, do you understand? John Miller was dangerous. His son is too. The same look in his eye. I'm worried about you.
I appreciate it, but I'm not in any danger. Ed has issues, yes, but he's no murderer.
I just meant... Hold on. You believe him?
About what?
Faye?
Yes.
No. You're certain Faye isn't the figment of a writer's, a psychopath's imagination?
I'm not interfering in your job, Sheriff. Don't interfere in mine. Throughout my career, I've met a great deal of psychopaths. And believe me, when I know someone, I really know them. If there is a psychopath in this story, it's not Ed Miller.
Faye has an interesting smile. Odd, even. But she doesn't seem to be in any pain. Faye has a very seductive smile, but would someone with such a messed up ankle look that happy? Aren't you a little too happy, Faye, considering how much that's gotta hurt? Look at poor Faye trying to smile despite the pain. What kind of maniac wouldn't feel sorry for her? Oh, that looks like it hurts a lot, Faye. Come in and I'll put some ice on you. How come you didn't call an ambulance, Faye? I tried to, but my battery died. Why are you looking at me that way, kitty? I stole your blanket, so now I'm the enemy, huh? Not yet. But one day, kitty. Ed? You there? Have you eaten? I'm hungry.
Should I come down and make you something?
Something? My fave. Is it any good? But I'll just make something myself, if you don't mind. One out of 5 on my list of things to make sure he delivers. But I'll need a more secure base of operations. Emilio Salgari, the son of the Red Corsair. 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 Nice to meet you, Mrs. Miller. You have no idea how inspiring it is to see you in that cheap-ass, slutty little outfit. Mr. Miller? What undertaker did you murder and steal that suit from? This wine is delicious, Faye. Plus, you won't hear me say it out loud, but it's making all my blood flow down into a certain part of my body. Faye, you in the kitchen? Just a minute, Ed. I'm getting changed. I still have things to do. Finally, time to smile again. Someone looks pleased. Am I interrupting a special moment?
Huh?
Consider it my way of saying thank you. A toast?
My favorite one's missing. The son of the Black Corsair.
Emilio Salgari, right? Do you like Ed Miller? You know what? Me and that guy have history.
Huh. So, what kind of history?
Oh.
The bad kind. Relax. I've been on the pill for years. Go ahead and rest. Let time take its course. One day, kitty. One day. Sweetie, the more I get to know you, the surer I am. Don't worry, sweetie. I'll be back. I promise.
Let's say I believe you. that Miller is innocent. Where do we go from here, and what other leads do we have?
Let's find out if Faye really exists. Or existed. I have the date she appeared and the name of the agency she may have rented a car from. Sound good?
Weren't you not going to interfere with my work?
Thanks for the night out, Sheriff.
Thanks for the night out, Doctor.
Good morning. How are you doing,